Greetings, everybody. This is Damien with HK Readings Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to bring a collective message for you guys today. This collective message, of course, is going to apply to anyone for any sign. I felt really compelled to do this on this new calendar year that we're embarking on now, on this New Year's Day. So Happy New Year's, everyone. And I hope that everyone is doing well and in wonderful spirits as well, and accomplishing all that is needed to continue on their journey, and also including the things that you want. It's time to get what you want as well, okay? Now, I have an energy, a card here that came from the Gypsy Sibylla Oracle deck. Show you guys, it is the Thought card here. Now, with that Thought card, it's going to be a similar message to what I had posted on Instagram for those of you who follow me at Healing Culture HTX, which of course, you know, that's going to be in the description box below, guys. But the energy that I'm getting is one of, you know, us really assessing in what ways in our lives do we find we can be more open-minded. You know, as we gain more and move closer within the realms of actualizing ourselves and our potential and our external realm, like, we really have to come to this understanding of like, hey, if I don't expand more of what I'm willing to do, experience, perceive, you know, I'm going to hit a wall. Within expansion, more room has to be created. Yes? It's really the only way for expansion, you know? So now you're at a point where the universe is saying and showing you that even though you don't feel like you're the same person as you've been before, the universe is really saying all of the ways in which you find yourself being held to the person that you were formerly have to go. Those gotta go, ma'am. You know, because usually when we get to a point of seeing big change, it's because we've changed so much, but then there's, of course, like a few things here and there that we still might hold on to. It might be this person we still might hold on to, this vice that we still might hold on to. And one of the ways in which we can be open-minded is changing our perspective on why we feel we need to have that in our lives. What do you feel you really deserve by having any dead weight in your life? This is just for an example that will resonate with some of you, right? Can you see or entertain the idea that there's absolutely nothing that you have to hold on to know that you will be all right and protected and successful? I also see with, well, let's just get these over here. We've got the Haughtiness card and the Merchant. Yeah, it's like, so you know that everything you want is so fucking close. You see these ships. Now, depending on how the reading is going, they can be seen as coming or going, right? But in this situation, it's definitely the energy of, you know, ships coming. But if it seems like it's taken a while, there's a sense of stubbornness and constancy that's within this gent that doesn't realize that he's going to have to do something in the arena of matching that energy of that ship. He's going to have to move towards it too. Because if he's just sitting here, you know, at the dock waiting for it to come, like, there's an opportunity, there's a chance that this ship may not see him. There's a chance that this ship could continue on and pass him by. Like, I feel like when it pertains to the Haughtiness card, your ego might have been getting in the way, of your progress, because there are certain things you don't feel that you need to change. Totally calling myself out in this reading too, by the way. It's interesting. This really helps me when I can do this in a reading, because it's like, you know, when Spirit's pouring through me, I really can't filter it. So like, when I resonate with my readings, it's like, I'm like, damn, because I can't, you know, I'm not even filtering it to myself. And as a Taurus, you know, sometimes I feel, what's the phrase? Attacked. Yes. In the best way though, because again, that's what's going to help us progress. So it's been a long journey coming to that, I'll tell you that. But it feels nice. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, man, it's these guards and these walls that we've had up, you know, have in some ways limited our most grand of blessings. Like, we think we're getting shit now, but what we could really have, what we could really fucking have, is astronomically more than I think we can conceive, because where we're allowing our mental state to still kind of dwell, you know? I'm not saying we're living there. Not saying we're living there. It might be the old house, but we still stop by from time to time to check the mail, because we haven't changed our address on everything. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, for the sake of me shuffling the Gypsy Sibyllas, I went on and pulled a card from that, but I'm also gonna, I would love to use the Golden Tarot that is currently propping up my freaking phone. Ah, yes, the genius of it all. So, I will grab another deck. One moment. I guess we'll stick with Oracle. We'll get some Moonology for you guys. And matches the nails too. So, yeah. That was funny. I'm like, where's that deck? I'm like, oh, it's right there. Okay. Whoa. You can't make this up, man. All right. So we had one that fell on the ground. The one that came out first is a full moon in Sagittarius energy here. Look at the bigger picture. So yeah, guys, goes back to, again, like, what are we not seeing? You know, we really, again, we might really think, man, and everything that we think and feel is true within this, man, I've really come a long way. I've changed. I'm seeing how these blessings are coming, man. Hip hip hooray. I'm feeling myself. Shit's good, shit's groovy, but it's not only about the fact that it could be so much more grand. It's the fact that it's time for it to be. It's not about the potential anymore of, wow, it could be so fucking tremendous. It's about the fact that it's time for it to be. To bring it into the physical, to actualize it. And then that second card following, New Moon in Leo energy. Confidence is key to your success, and that's all you need. And when you develop also that true sense of confidence, because these two cards are like the polarities of each other. Haughtiness and this New Moon in Leo card here. Now, within this Gypsy Sibylla Oracle deck, because, you know, there's some decks that we as readers will feel that we, you know, are associated with certain signs or elements of, you know, the four suits of traditional tarot. I will say that this is definitely my Leo card, always has been. But we see two sides of it, to where one is the more of the reversal type energy, and it's more based on fear, ego, maybe elements of the pain body, lack, essentially really feeling lack. I feel like the words that I used before that were probably a little extreme. So let's just say feeling like a sense of lack, to where one, feels like they have to behave in this haughty way, to kind of save face and look prim and whatnot. Whereas, when you're truly carrying genuine confidence, it just hits differently. And that's what really ends up being the key to that door. Like, it's like using the wrong key, but it's kind of like, how you'll have like two similar keys on a fucking key ring, and you're trying to open your back door or a gate or something like that, and like fucking you never get it right. It's always the other one. And so it's like it's a similar key, but you've got to learn to be able to decipher which one is the right one. Are you operating out of true, genuine confidence, or is it an operation more or less out of, feeling that lack or a sense of incompletion? Yeah, and trying to get this over. So the Sibylla Oracle card that I had flipped, or that I had pulled that was face down, I almost forgot about it until I saw it, and I was about to go to the conclusion of the video. But as I turned it over, I saw it was the Death card. So I'm glad I remembered it, and it ties in the reading so well. I think I looked at it because I'm like, okay, so like that's clearly like a solid forward message, but it still felt like something was missing. And I'm like, oh, that card right there. Move her in the frame. It's the Death card. So yeah, we know what has to end. We know what has to, come to a conclusion so that we can accelerate and move forward. It is time. It's no longer time to think about it and contemplate. As we started the reading, we're ending with death here. And as I told you that, you can associate zodiacal signs with, certain oracle cards or what have you. The Thought card here is my card for Taurus, akin to the Hierophant. So within the haughtiness of Leo energy, the Scorpionic energy of the Death card, and the Taurian energy of the Thought card, we have our trine of completion. They're all fixed energies. And from start to end, the first and the last card, we have that sister opposite energy of Taurus and Scorpio. And this is where you see how the energies of the signs, even if you don't have them in your chart, can benefit you. Because with the teacher being the student and vice versa, you get to the point where, you're thrusted upon a brink of change within this Thought card. And what happens is you finally implement everything that it takes to have some type of transformative happening in your life that sets you free, okay? And then within that same Taurian energy of the Thought card, you're able to truly solidify that into form. You have all of the fixed energies helping you here. Well, not all of them out of like the 4, but you've got 3. You've got most. More Leo energy here. You've also got double fire energy. Mutable and fixed. Leaving, if we're really getting into it, the cardinal sign of Aries, which is telling you to think quickly. You are that third place in the trine with Leo and Sag energy here. Act, because you are protected. This is new bitch energy, okay? So just do. Everything will be fine. Happy New Year.